Hi, this is Z, and I'm back again with another video. Today I wanted to talk about how some of the covens and secret societies, basically the people that are a part of organizations that are helping with doing black magic on you. A lot of those organizations have professionals that are helping to facilitate the process of making you give up on your own life and your own destiny. For those of you who have covens or organizations, which could be secret societies, churches, mosques, any type of group of people that are working to capitalize off of someone's energy or someone's destiny, they have professionals that are working in their organizations that are completing tasks behind the scenes in their job, their everyday professional job. So, for example, there might be someone that works for the government, a government institution, completing some type of office work. They have access to paperwork. They're able to change paperwork or go into computer systems and make changes in order to create difficulties for you or block you from certain jobs and certain benefits you may get. So, for example, when I was living in Chicago, if you're low income, you can, which I'm sure is in most states because it goes across the U.S. If you're low income, you can get help with childcare, you can get food stamps, you can get cash benefits, things like that. Medicare, not Medicare, Medicaid. And so if there's someone that works, someone that's a part of the organization that may work in one of those offices, they may come across, they may have access to your applications and they can continuously deny you. So that was an issue for me when I lived in Chicago. I was low income. I was a single mother with 2 children. And even before I became a single mother, anytime I would try to apply to get help with childcare so that I was able to go to work, my application would get the runaround. It was always an excuse, always someone saying, oh, you need this or you need that. And so at the time, I didn't really realize that there was someone in my life that was a part of an organization where they would have people purposely block me from getting help when I needed help. I knew someone was blocking me, but I thought it was strictly through like black magic. And I was trying to be more careful with sharing information with, things that I was trying to do and trying to accomplish so that people would not block me. But it was actually someone that had people behind the scenes, a part of the same secret society or whatever organization that they are a part of, would have people working behind the scenes that had jobs in those offices that would continuously block me. And this was over a period of years that I could not get help with childcare. And this was me keep trying. Even the daycare providers would try for me and they would say, I've never seen this before. I'm usually able to go in and talk to someone in the office, for parents and can get them approved. But the daycare providers could not get me approved because someone was purposely blocking my applications from being approved. It wasn't until I actually moved out of the state into a whole nother state where people did not know people that were working, in those offices where I could get approved. So you may have situations like that. And another situation when I lived in Chicago also is because my income was so low. I needed help with rent. I was trying to get on the Section 8 list. And if you were a single parent and you're low income, you automatically can apply and you would get on a waiting list. Now in Chicago, though, you would have to wait a long time, I'm sure, but I was taking my chances because I didn't know how long I would be a single mother and how long I would be struggling financially. So I would try to get on the list, and I was denied even getting on the list, which is not really a thing that happens. If you're a single mother, you should at least be able to get on the list. But like I said, at the time, I did not realize that there were people that were around me that were working against me, that were a part of these secret organizations, and they knew people within the organization that could go into the systems and block me from getting on list or approved for certain things. If I lost my job and I was trying to apply for cash assistance, I would get denied for cash assistance. So I was really struggling on my own with my children. And these were people that I knew. These were people that I knew that were working against me. Some within family, some wasn't. And they were working against me the whole time. And I just kept pushing forward no matter how hard things were. And even though things may be difficult, I would just suggest to anyone that's going through it. I know it sounds like things are so difficult that your prayers may not get answered, but your prayers can get answered. Just continue to pray and have faith. And sometimes things turn around and work out in your favor. It may not go as well as you would like it to, and you may not get the result that you would want, but continue to push forward. In some other cases with people that are going through higher level blockages, such as you may have people that are messing with your money. Say you have an inheritance behind the scenes, or someone is trying to capitalize off of you with large sums of money. You may have people that work in certain offices. These may even be like lawyers and judges that are getting paid or getting a part of the cut of money that they're looking forward to getting from your demise. They may be a part of these organizations also, and they'll be working behind the scenes with changing signatures and information on paperwork. But I would just suggest, if you do know about that, then just to keep in prayers. Sometimes there's really nothing you can do with certain situations physically, but what you activate or what you work towards in spirit can manifest in the physical. So just keep pushing forward with prayers. They will attempt. I've had blockages, even though I've moved out of Chicago. People will find out where you live. And you have to really be careful, because there's always some mole inside of your circle that you think is not a mole, but they are a mole, and they will go back. They'll come and they'll check in on you every so often and see what's going on in your life. And they'll relay that information back to the people that are really working against you. So sometimes you have to be careful, even once you move, with who you continue to have contact with, because people could be so convincing that they're not working with the people that are against you, but all the while they've been riding the fence. They want to have a relationship with you, but they want to have a relationship with the people that are against you. And they very well know that the people, they know that those people are working against you. So you really do have to be careful in this fight. And I don't really make these videos to make people feel afraid, because I myself have been able to get through and fight through this. Even when there was a time where I was not on my prayers, I was still making it through. I wasn't on my prayers regularly, but my main thing was I never turned my back on God. I never turned my back on my children. I always continue to do the right thing. That's how I've been able to, even no matter how difficult it is, I've been able to make it through the challenges that I've had. But people will mess with your business behind the scenes. They may have some people part of the organization that work in technology that are able to go into systems and change things around. I've had issues with getting paid from certain accounts, switching money from certain accounts. I would get blocked from getting my money because people have people that work in technology behind the scenes, blocking your transfers, blocking you from getting money. So what we are going to see is that a lot of these people that have been working so hard against those of us that are chosen, or generational curse breakers, or earth angels, whichever term you like to use, those people will be getting caught up as well. Because this is a time, and I've spoken about this in previous videos, where a lot of people are going into judgment. Even those who believed the lies about you, that you were wicked and you were doing this, and they did it to help out a person in that organization, believing the stories that were told, the lies that were told about you, even though they unknowingly, it's really something they shouldn't do, whether you're a good or bad person. They're putting themselves at risk. But even those who have thought for some reason they were never going to get caught up, because they thought that you really were a bad person and they had the right to do these things to you, those people are going to get judgment also. People have to remember, it does not matter what organization you're a part of. It does not matter the position you have, the rank you have. It doesn't matter your beliefs that you have. Wrong is wrong and right is right. If you're wrong and you're doing something, whether you're aware that it's wrong or not, you will receive judgment for that. That's why it's important when people come to you with something saying, can you do this for me? And you know it's really not the right thing to do. And it's not just about putting your job at risk. It's just doing what's right and what's wrong. When someone's coming to you and telling you, this person is doing this, can you do this for me because they have given me a hard time? Always go and ask God for discernment. Ask God for clarity on the situations. Because in my situation, a lot of people joined in based off of the word of a few people telling lies on me. So it's a lot of people that are their livelihoods are going to be in jeopardy simply because they listen to the words and they believe the words of a few people. So no matter what the circumstances are, if you don't get clarity from the Most High God and you act on something simply because you feel sorry for someone because they're so convincing with their stories, you will also receive judgment. Now, I don't want to talk about judgment. I want to get back on to what I was talking about. So people will also block your businesses. If you have a business, say, for example, like me, I had a childcare business. I had a home daycare. And all of a sudden, there was paperwork that was in the system of mine that I had completed to even start my daycare. That paperwork went missing out of the system. And so people will have other people go into systems if they can get connections to people. And I'm in a whole nother state than these people. But a lot of these organizations have locations and people, excuse me, they have connections in other states. So when they find out where you live, they'll find out a person or people they can get in contact with to give you, to go in and try to block you. So I want to say that where there's a will, there's always a way. So someone may block you in certain areas in your life, but there's always other things you can do. I always suggest to listen to the Most High, pray, and ask for guidance. Ask for God to show you which way to go. And God is going to lead you in that direction that's going to bring you to where you need to be, bring you out of poverty, or have somebody to help you with your situations that you can trust. So no matter what your difficulty is, I know it seems difficult, especially if you've had people trying to block you when you really need help and you really, you're relying on help, and you have these people that are driven by demons that are coming after you like there's no tomorrow, like there's no God, like there's no judgment. Continue to pray and continue to seek guidance, and you will get help in certain situations. And when an opportunity comes up, take that opportunity, even if they may shut down that opportunity for you. Take it when it's open, and do the best you can with saving money, putting money aside, because they may try to block. When they find out, here they come again, they're going to try to block situations. But we're coming up where a lot of these people are going to be in judgment, and the difficulties that they have put on you are now going to be on them. So when they come back to you, again, I've stated this, when they come back to you asking for help, tell them no. You can tell them in a nice way. You don't have to be rude or mean about it. Don't lower yourself to their level, but you can tell them in a nice way that no, you cannot help them, and tell them that that is from the Most High God. God is telling you to leave them in their judgment. Just how you had to find a way when you were going through difficulties that they put on you, now it's time for them to find their own way. It's time for them to get a taste of their own medicine and find their own way out of their hardships. So I just want to tell you that sometimes there are people behind the scenes. And if you're wondering why you keep getting blocked from different things and you're having difficulties, a lot of times it's people behind the scenes. If you can move, and I'm not telling people to move, I have had to move in order to get sort of like a fresh start. And a lot of times it's temporary because they try to find out where you live. If you have these relentless people that are, like I said, driven by demons, it may be a temporary thing. But if you can get in a way where you can move away from those people and they don't know where you are for a certain amount of time, you can cut them off completely and don't have to look back. Then I would suggest doing that if you have to, because these people, they're not going to leave you alone. It's something wrong with them. They're completely taken over, and they're not going to leave you alone until they completely fall on their face. Then that's when they're forced to leave you alone. I'll put it that way. So they're not going to stop until they're forced to leave you alone. But continue to have faith no matter how difficult things get. Continue to have faith, pray, ask for guidance, and listen to the guidance and follow through with the guidance, because that guidance is going to help you to navigate through your situation. I know that people are at different levels, chosen and generational curse breakers. They're at different levels. There are people that are ahead of me that have completed their task or their cycles completely, and that people that are just in the beginning or in the middle stages. But whatever stage you're in, please do not give up hope. Some people don't have to go through this as long. I've been going through it for a long time, with more and more people joining in over time. Yes, it's very annoying, but keep your faith in God. That is really what's going to get you through and pull you out of it. So I just want to leave you with that. Please, I hope this message helps someone. And please do not give up. Keep pushing forward. Always keep pushing forward and keep your goals in sight. Keep working towards your goals and you will get through. Well, please like, share, subscribe, and I will be back again soon. Bye.